Well folks, I hope you can hear me. There's a lot of wind. We are camped and set up, and we have a nice campsite that's facing to the south, so hopefully we can recharge our batteries. We edited the video from last night's camping, and it took roughly 40 amps out of our 100 amp lithium battery. So we were down to 60% on the meters, and driving here, it's a cloudy day, but the sun was out and about a bunch, so it's come up roughly, I think, to 80%. We've got a nice site, and right up behind us up here is the bathroom, so we're right next to the bathroom. But this is a Army Corps of Engineers campground. It's no hookups, flush toilets, no showers. There's water and a dump station, but I'm roughing it because there's no showers. But we're only going to stay here one night, and then we're going up to a real, I think it's got electricity and everything. So if I don't get my battery back up to snuff tonight, we'll be able to do it tomorrow at the campground. Let me show you around a little bit. This is the Mill Run Recreation Area in Maryland, and that has a beautiful lake and swimming area. Unfortunately, right at the moment, right now the lake is really down about 4 or 5 feet, so the boat dock is unusable, and the beach is pretty much unusable because the sand runs out before the mud. And this has a slight flood risk at this campground on the lower sites. It's on a hill, of course, but the lower sites do get underwater when there's a high storm and a flood. And of course, any place in the mountains where there's a lake, there's always wind issues, and we're all set up. And the wind was whistling through the A-liner a little bit, but I think we'll be all right. This is typical of the campsites. On Army Corps of Engineers, the sites are pretty close together. Like, this is one site, and that's another site, and that's another site way back there, and then there's a site right there. I mean, we're all really close. My site is on the bottom of the loop. My site is on the bottom of a loop, and it's a pretty big site. But, you know, I have a site right next to me if anybody wanted to come and take it. And all these sites are reserve only, although in the middle of the week it's pretty empty here. And we drove in thinking it was first come, first serve. And so we picked up our site and picked up our cell phone. There is Verizon 5G here, so that's pretty nice. There's the bathroom way up there, and maybe we'll take a tour of that, but it's just, you know, toilets. Nice, clean, flush toilets. And there's a dump station right in front of it. So we did not unhook. We are still hooked up. We did unplug because you can drain your battery if you're not careful in the car. Though I myself could jump off my car, but we do have the stabilizers down because that makes a big difference in the wobbliness of the camper. And I did not put the jack down because I'm on the hitch. If I was smart, I'd probably put the jack down. It would take some of the weight off the levelers, but I think we're all right. Here are some more of the campsites. This goes up the road on the hill, and they're right next to each other. They're just one after the other, after the other, after the other. And then way up at the top of the hill there's a loop, and that one is all by itself. I'll show you the map. Let me get the map out. So this is the campground, and we are in, we're in this one, 16, in the middle of the loop. We got water right here. On the outside of those 3 I showed you that were right together. But this one way up here is pretty nice, and 8's pretty nice. As you can see, there's my 16. There's the bathrooms, and there's the rest. This is 7. Next is, or 8, and that's 9 up here. And then 10 way on the end. And this is the lake we're on. And these are the different campgrounds on the lake. There's a couple of different campgrounds by the Corps of Engineers. We're down here at Mill Run. And there's Tub Run. There's Summerfield North, Summerfield South. This is Jack Hollow Picnic Area. So there's a whole bunch of places. This is outflow camp area way up on the dam. You can't really see that, I guess. Jeepers. So that's the lake, Yugahala Lake. It's the Hoya River that they dammed, and it's a really nice canoe river. Goes through, it runs north up to Pittsburgh, and so they decide how much water they need and how much water they don't. So this is the bathroom up on the hill. Right, we're down there, and it's pretty nice inside. Let's go inside. Extremely clean and modern bathrooms. They've got, well, maybe they do. There we go. They have auto flush on the urinals. The toilets don't, but it's like, it looks brand new. Really nice. They do have a dump station that doubles as a basketball court. It has rinse water, but it doesn't have any fresh water at the dump station. But there is a freshwater spigot down where I am, and it does have a hose connection on it. So I suppose you can use that. I will, of course, be glad to wake up to this beautiful view. That's all I can really say. The great thing about the A-liner is it's mostly windows. This is the view. This is the view out of our campsite. What do YouTubers do at camp when they're done filming their video? They watch YouTube videos on their phones, of course. I've got 5G here. You might as well enjoy it. Oh, you know who? He's got to play with a ball. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's a little short. But it's a postage stamp of a campground. There's not much to do around it. There's no land around it. There's no trails or anything like that. You come to camp and relax and maybe swim if the lake's up. You can put a boat in at several other launch areas around the lake, and of course there's all the other campgrounds. But that's a pretty nice place for $10. We just stayed overnight for the day and got up just before the rain and got out of there, so we were kind of lucky. And then we got to our new place, which is another Army Corps of Engineers campground called Tompkins Campground. And again, this is on the border of Pennsylvania and New York this time, and it is on, I don't know the lake, at Kanawasco, something like that. But it is a full hookup campground. It's a little change, a little overdue for the A-liner. I don't even hook up the water. But it's a real nice campground. It's a little tight, just like every Corps of Engineers, on a hill. pretty well developed camp sites out in the open for the most part. So stay tuned for that one next week. It's got some beautiful campsites and some beautiful lake and things to do. It's a big, lots of trails and nice village right next door. So subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up for this little quick one, and leave me comments if you know any of those other campgrounds around the lake. Tell me what they're like so other viewers can decide whether they want to go to Mill Run or one of the other ones. And I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for coming. Akila says, give me my ball. So we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.